This man cut open a bullet, his hands trembling as he poured the gunpowder onto a wooden stake. Then he grabbed some dry branches nearby, broke them into small pieces, and stacked them up. After finishing these preparations, he pressed the tip of his knife against the bottom of the bullet. But because of the cold, it took him many tries before he succeeded. Next, he aimed a stone at the handle of the knife and struck it hard. In an instant, sparks flew. The man quickly cupped his hands around the fire, gently blowing into it until the flames grew stronger. Only then did he take off his soaking, wet clothes and start tending to his wound. He took a big gulp from his flask to brace himself, then glanced at the wound and quickly poured the rest of the alcohol over it. The sting shot through his whole body, forcing him to curl up in pain. But he didn't stop. He picked up a strip of cloth from the ground, rolled it into a long piece, stuffed it into his mouth. Then he wiped the ice and snow from the blade of his knife. After a few sharp breaths, a muffled cry of pain escaped him. Soon the bullet lodged deep in his muscle was dug out. He collapsed to the ground in agony, trying to catch his breath while thrusting his dagger into the fire. Once more, he bit down on the cloth, then pressed the red-hot blade to his wound to cauterize it. This time, he couldn't hold on anymore and passed out on the ground. It wasn't until the fire started to die that he woke again, shivering as the cold crept in. Then he heard the sound of chaotic footsteps nearby. His enemies were closing in. He quickly grabbed his clothes and ran into the forest. But to throw them off, he doubled back and ran in the opposite direction, creating tracks in multiple directions to confuse their pursuit. Finally, he used branches to sweep away the trail of his real escape route, but the man knew it was all probably useless. A man can't outrun a horse, so he changed his plan, climbing the tallest tree nearby and taking a defensive position. Before long, a group of enemies arrived. Seeing the still warm fire pit and the bloodstains on the ground, they guessed he must still be nearby. They split up, following the tracks to search for him. One man didn't rush. Instead, he studied the scene carefully, then moved forward with his gun raised, searching cautiously. When he reached the tree where the man was hiding, he suddenly stopped. At that exact moment, fresh blood from the man's arm dripped onto the snow. A new battle was about to begin.